Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Respected friends, welcome you all for this great, relentless, continuous endeavor of trying to understand the goal indicated by the rishis of the moksha through the study of these Upanishads. Only one feeling suggestion that through the study of Upanishad every day, the knowledge about the truth, the conviction about the truth should keep on growing in us. That we keep that alone as the goal and pursue that alone single pointedly. This is the clearest, unambiguous, doubtless purpose of our being together every day for this time. Friends, we are into Shwethashwathara Upanishad, fourth chapter concluded. Last mantra, one or two thoughts we will see today and make the chanting of the entire fourth chapter and then do the conclusion. Then do the chanting of the fifth chapter and we start studying it. In all the shlokas, all the mantras, all chapters of Upanishad, the subject matter is the Brahma Vidya only. Said in each of the chapter in newer words, terminologies, that Brahma Tattva is explained through other or newer or different Tadastha Lakshanas. The aim of all of that is to make us understand that which is beyond understanding, to give us a more and more better and clearer picture about it is and what it is. And yet, one thing has to be kept in mind, only through the anubhuti of that Paramatma Tattva gained through the said means that the final conviction about it, understanding about it will happen. है ना, अनुभूति से ही परमात्मा तत्व का पूर्ण निर्धारण होता है. But for the anubhuti, whatever sadhanas to be done to inform us and to inspire us in that regard is the continuous effort of our rishis through all these Upanishads, with which we also are cooperating through our study, which is in our own interest. When we study regularly the Upanishads, we are the ones who are getting the benefit. Information about the truth and then increase in our desire for knowing that truth. That is the most important thing you and I have to achieve. Again, Ishvara Kripa and our Punya Phala, that you and I are able to try it every day. May our today's class add to our knowledge and conviction little more. With this idea, all the 5 things we do every day, Vedic chanting, common sense thought, Mangala Charana Shloka Sankalpa, Upanishad Parayana, Upanishad Adhyayana. In the Vedic chanting, it is Rigveda, it is Dashama Mandalam. Today we'll do from 46th mantra. 46, 47, 48, 49. These 4 mantras we chant. Enjoy it. Keep the book in front or just listen attentively. Trying to increase ekagrata, trying to increase bhakti, trying to increase shraddha, prema towards our shrutis, our rishis, our sanatana dharma, and the sanmarga upadeshita through them. Every class we give a chance to ourselves to add to these most sacred salient qualifications of our inner personality for our higher journey. Let us start. Om Atha Veda Parayanam Rigvedah Dashamamandalम् Atha षट्चत्वारिंशत्तम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ प्रहोताध्यातो महन्नभो विनृषद्वा सीददमुपामुपस्थे दधिर्योधाय सते वयांसि यन्ता वसो निविधते तनूभाः इमं विदन्तो अवां सदस्ते पशुं न नष्टं पदैरनुग्मन् गुहा च तन्तमुषिजो नमोभिरिच्छन्तो धीरा भृगवो विन्दन् इमं त्रितो भूर्यविन्ददिच्छन्वै भुवसो मूर्धन्यज्ञायाः सशेवृधो जात आहर्म्येषु नाभिर्युवा भवति रोचनस्य मन्द्रं होतारमुषिजो नमोभिः प्राञ्चं यज्ञं नेतारमध्वराणाम् विशामः कृण्वन्नरतिं पावकं हव्यवाहं ददतो मानुषेषु प्रभूर्जयन्तं महां विपोदां मूरा अमूरं पुरां धर्माणं नयन्तो गर्भं वनां धियं दुर्हिरिश्मश्रुं नार्वाणं धनर्चं निपस्त्यासुत्रितस्तभूयन् परिवीतो योनौ सीददन्तः अतः सङ्गृभ्याविषान्दमूना विधर्मणा यन्त्रैरीयतेन्द्रून् अस्याजरासोदमामरित्रा अर्चद्धूमासो अग्नयः पावकाः श्वितीदयः श्वात्रासो भुरण्यवो वनर्षदो वायवो न सोमाः प्रजिह्वया भरते वेपो अग्निः प्रवयुनानि चेतसा पृथिव्याः तमायवः शुचयन्तं पावकं मन्द्रं होतारं दधिरेयजिष्ठं द्यावायमग्निं पृथिवी जनिष्ठामापस्त्वष्टा भृगवोऽयं सहोभिः ईडेन्यं प्रथमं मातरिश्वा देवास्तक्षुर्मनवे यजत्रम् यन्त्वा देवादधिरेहव्यवाहं पुरुस्पृहो मानुषासो यजत्रम् स यामन्नग्ने स्तुवते वयोधाः प्रदेवयन्यशसः संहि पूर्वेः 47 जगृह्मा ते दक्षिणमिन्द्रहस्तं वसूयवो वसुपते वसूनां विद्माहित्वा गोपतिं शूरगो नामस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः स्वायुधं स्ववसं सुनीतं चतुस्समुद्रं दरुणं रयीणां चर्कृत्यं शंस्यं पूरिवारमस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः सुब्रह्माणं देववन्तं बृहन्तमुरुं गभीरं पृथुबुध्नमिन्द्र श्रुतऋषिमुग्रमभिमातिशा हमस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः सनद्वाजं विप्रवीरं जिरुत्तरुत्रं धनस्पृतं शूशुवांसं सुदक्षं दस्युहनं पूर्विदमिन्द्र सत्यमस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिम् अश्वावन्तं रथिनं वीरवन्तं सहस्रिणं शत्रिनं वाजमिन्द्र भद्रव्रातं विप्रवीरं स्वर्षामस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः प्रसप्तगुमुतदीतिं सुमेधां बृहस्पतिं मतिरच्छाजिगाति य आङ्गिरसो नमसोपसद्योऽस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः वनीवानो मम दूता स इन्द्रं स्तोमाश्चरन्ति सुमतेरियानाः हृदि स्पृशो मनसा वच्यमाना अस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः यत्त्वायामिरदद्धि तन्न इन्द्र बृहन्तं क्षयमसमं जनानाम् अभितद्यावा पृथिवी गृणीतामस्मभ्यं चित्रं वृषणं रयिन्दाः अहं भुवं वसुनः पूर्व्यस्पतिरहं दनानि सञ्जयामि शश्वतः मां हवन्ते पितरं न जन्तवोऽहं दाशुषे विभजामि भोजनम् अहमिन्द्रो रोधो वक्षो अथर्वणस्त्रितायगा अजनयमहेरधि अहं दस्युभ्यः परिनृम्णमाददे गोत्रा शिक्षन्दधीचे मातरिष्वने मह्यं त्वष्टा वज्रमतक्षदायि मयि देवासो वृजन्न विक्रतुम् ममानेकं सूर्यस्येव दुष्टरं मामार्यन्ति कृतेन कर्त्वेन च अहमेतं गव्ययमश्वं पशुं पुरीषिणं सायकेनाहिरण्ययं पुरो सहस्राणि शिशामि दाशुषे यन्मासो मास उक्तिनो अमन्दिषुः अहमिन्द्रो न पराजिज्ञ इद्धनं न मृत्यवेव तस्ते कदाचन सोममिन्मा सुन्वन्तो याचता वसुनमे पूरवः सख्येरिशाथन अहमेताञ्चाश्वसतोद्वाद्वेन्द्रं ये वज्रं युतये कृण्वत आह्वयमानागं मानागम् अवहन्वनाहनं दृढा वदन्न मस्युर्नमस्विनः अभीदमेकमेको अस्मिन् निष्हाडभीद्वा किमुत्रयः करन्ति खलेन पर्शान् प्रतिहन्मि भूरि किं मा निन्दन्ति शत्रवो निन्द्राः अहं गुङ्गुभ्यो अतिथिग्वमिष्करमिषं न वृत्रतुरं विक्षुधारयम् यत्पर्णयज्ञ उत वा करञ्जये प्राहं महे वृत्रहत्ये अशुश्रवे क्रमेण मे साप्य इषे भुजे भूद्गवामेषे सख्या कृणुतद्विधा दिद्युं यदस्य समितेषु मंहयमादिदेनं शंस्य मुक्त्यङ्करम् प्रणेमस्मिन् ददृशे सोमो अन्तर्गोपानेममाविरस्था कृणोति सतिग्मशृङ्गं वृषभं युयुत्सन् द्रुहस्तस्थौ बहुले बद्धो अन्धः आदित्यानां वसूनां रुद्रियाणां देवो देवानां नमिनामि धाम हेमा भद्राय शवसे ततक्षुरपराजित मस्तुतमषाढम् 49 अहन्तां गृणते पूर्व्यं वस्वहं ब्रह्म कृणवं मह्यं वर्धनम् अहं भुवं यजमानस्य चोदिताय ज्वनः साक्षि विश्वस्मिन् भरे मां धुरेन्द्रन्नाम देवता दिवश्चग्मशापाञ्च जन्तवः अहं हरिवृषणा विव्रता रघु अहं वज्रं शवसे दृष्ट्वा ददे अहमत्कङ्कवये शिश्नतं हतैरहं कुत्समावमाभिरोधिभिः अहं शुष्णस्य श्नतिता पदर्यमं नयोरर आर्यन्नामदस्य वे अहं पितेव वेतसूरभिष्टये तुग्रं कुत्साय स्मदिवं चरन्धयम् अहं भुवं यजमानस्य राजनिप्रयद्भरे तुजयेन प्रियाधृषे अहं रन्धयं मृगयं श्रुतर्वणे यन्वाजिहीतवयुना च नानुषग अहं वेषं नम्रमायवेकरमहं सव्याय षड्गृभिमरन्धयम् अहं सयो नववास्त्वं बृहद्रथं संवृत्रेव दासं वृत्रहारुजं यद्वर्धयन्तं प्रथयन्तमानुषग्दूरे पारे रजसौरोचनाकरम् अहं सूर्यस्य पर्याम्याशुभिः प्रैतशेभिर्वहमान ओजसा यन्मासावो मनुषाः निर्णिजरुधकृषेदा संकृत्यं हतैः अहं सप्तः नहुषो नहुष्टरः प्राश्रावयं शवसातुर्वशं यदम् अहं न्यस्यं सहसा सहस्करं नवव्राततो नवतिं च वक्षयम् अहं सप्तस्रवतो धारयं वृषाद्रवित्स्न्यं पृथिव्यां सीरा अधे अहमर्णांसि विथिरामि सुक्रतुर्युधाविदं मनवे गातुमिष्टये अहं तदा सुधारयं यदासु न देवश्च न त्वष्टा धारयदृश्यत स्वार्हङ्गवामूधस्सु वक्षुणा स्वामधोर्मधु स्वात्र्यं सोममाशिरम् एवा देवा इन्द्रो विष्ये द्यून्प्रच्यौत्नेन मघवा सत्यराधाः विश्वेत्ताते हरिवः शचीवो विहितुरासः स्वयशो गृह्णन्ति ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Right. Mm. Friends, in our today's common sense thought, all these things we are doing to invoke the Parabrahma Kripa, Ishvara Kripa, Jagannatha Kripa, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana Kripa, so that our all around Vyaktitvas to be improved, we come to know and we improve them, we become fit for our outer performances and inner achievements. Today's common sense thought, very simple one, small one. Only this much let us know, only one thought, no even second. It is our own mind, and it is mind's thoughts only which does. The sankalpa of bahya phalasakti, sankalpa of bahya karma, and sankalpa of karma vidana, yeah, taking the guidance and from the sources. And is our mind only which does that karma. It gets to that what you call consequences. So to say that it is in our own mind, right? And that way, by working for the Ashashwatafala, be attentive, it is mind only which again and again becomes sorrowful, miserable. Right? Again, this side also, mind is the one which, I know, when the intellect thinks about the Adhyatmika Laksha, it is the mind only which makes us forget that Laksha. And when we are intellectually clear about our Adhyatmika sadhana, again mind is the one which makes us forget it or do not value it. Finally, whatever the beautiful sadhanas we conceive to do, we plan to do with all the freedom given to us, all the opportunities given to us, all the resources given to us, with all the abilities given to us, it is the mind which at every moment does not allow us to do sadhana. And therefore, again, its consequences, again, in the mind only, in the form of regrets, guilts, that what we want to do, we could not do, and what we want to achieve, we have not achieved. So, this is how the inner drama happens when we are unconscious, when we are semi conscious. Clear? So, therefore, what is all thing to be learned about is become conscious. Conscious that it is the mind which is not allowing me to have the clarity of spirituality. It is my mind which is continuously running towards the world and worldliness through its sankalpa. Then we must know that, consciously we must know that this mind, these thoughts of the mind, which I have to consciously train for it to entertain these spiritual things, for the mind to be involved in these things. This is what is my job. So I become conscious. Like, before coming to the class, it is the intellect says, let us go to the class. It is the mind says, either let us not go today or go somewhere else or go late. You know, something the mind presents. So I have to become aware. In that awareness, what is to be done, what is not to be done, with that knowledge in the background, know that the mind is the one which is saying, let us not do. Isn't it? Become acutely conscious of it. And then tell to oneself, tell to one's own mind, oh my mind, why it should not be done, why it cannot be done, what else is to be done, that is to be done. No. In that way, the opposite thought of the mind, by our own conscious effort, we have to mold it. As long as only one thought, listen, as long as we don't recognize that we have this free will to change this course of the mind, and as long as we don't utilize that free will, that tamasha, that maya happens. That what that mind is thinking which is wrong, that alone goes on happening. And only three things. It is the mind which thinks and does like this or that. Two, that mind is mine. Three, that mind can be molded. My mind and its thoughts flow can be molded. Now apply this everywhere. My mind is entertaining the thoughts of things and beings. I can train my mind to entertain the thought of the Lord. Isn't it? My mind is entertaining about the outer works and outer gains. I can train my mind about the spiritual gain. My mind is planning to achieve the outer things through various activities. It is planning. With my mind, I can plan as to how to achieve the spiritual things also. And about this, we have to become clear. So, we have always the free will to mold our mind and its thoughts from spiritual to worldly, from worldly to spiritual. That principle we have to recognize. And we must know that we have to dominate that mind. We have to see to it that the mind is doing what we have to do. And this should be achieved slowly, steadily, depending on what stage of slavery we are there to the mind now. Isn't it? For such a long period of time, inadvertently, we allowed our mind to dominate. Isn't it? Now, slowly, steadily, becoming conscious with the total willpower applied, slowly we have to mold, first of all, the thoughts of the mind, the understandings of the mind, the convictions in the mind. When they are, which are subtler, sublime, which are the base, when they are molded, then the activities also accordingly will be done. Then the result also will be accordingly. Isn't it? It's like I sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want more sleep, I want more sleep. In that way, the mind suggests to us. We said, okay, 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 okay. Now reverse it. I have to get up, I have to do my so many activities, so many of exercises for keeping myself fit. More early I get up, more time is saved, more time is saved, more activities can be done, more achievements can be done. See that? It is the thought only. That thought, which was pessimistic, negative, is replaced by the optimistic, positive. Then execute it. And that's how the thoughts also should be all the time positive. Execution of them should happen continuously. We have to become such personality. That's our goal. Now take one day as an ideal picture, a parameter, a measuring rod. So in one day's time, me, my mind, its thoughts and the activities through that. No thought, no activity, absolutely lazy. Or worldly thoughts, worldly activities, being worldly. Or spiritual thoughts, spiritual activities, absolutely being spiritual. This possibility we have to recognize. Then we have to utilize that. While doing so, we also must know that our Vestimana is influenced by the mind of others, is influenced by the Samashtimana also. Knowing that, we have to protect ourselves. Like my travel in the traffic is influenced by the neighbor who is next to me, the other vehicle fellow. And also it is influenced by the total traffic too. Yet I must have command on my own vehicle and its driving. So too, my individual mind is influenced. by the mind of people at home. 3 or 4 जितने भी लोग होते हैं. So to that samashti manner. Knowing it, protecting our mind for its own goal, what we planned through mind, what goals we want to achieve. Isn't it? Protect करते हुए, keep on training that mind. There should never be a quarrel, any restlessness, any urgency, etc. It is a decent, delicate, intelligent process. And like the international affairs nowadays, so quickly the permutations, combinations are changing, which was never so some 10, 12 years back. And the alliance between the countries, the separation between them, the attachments, the hatreds, इतना जल्दी जल्दी दिन में 10 बार बदल, isn't it? An intelligent country like India, what it should do, should not take any aggressive action anywhere. Pause and see with the two things in mind. One, my country, India, should not suffer. Two, we have no enmity with anyone. We don't want to destroy anyone. When these two satyams are there, satyam कहते हैं उसको, truths, satyam eva jayate, then the divine will give such ideas, such possibilities in our country that we don't suffer. The Indian management or the government or the policymakers should think in that way. There is no hatred. Think about it. Like the US is putting sanctions. Take hai. So that is his problem. We need not have any enmity grudges to him. There is no difference between him and us. Okay? But we have to see that our country's economy should not be falling. Very fastly growing economy. Somebody is uninterested, he is jealous, he doesn't want it. So what? We will not destroy him, we will not take revenge, we will not even have a hatred. Yet, what are the alternatives? When the heart is kept pure, when we have the patience, then the other diplomatic strategies will be revealed. You can strike a deal with UK, which is not, nothing is permanent. Tomorrow UK may go against us. The earlier Prime Minister of UK was absolutely against India. We had a quarrel with him. You know that fellow how was against. Earlier means not the Indian wala, usse pehle wala. You understood? Now good turns have come. So too with Middle East. We develop, if required, make good friendship. Nothing is permanent. With China, with all limitations. With all the limitations in the mind. So that our economy should stand. See that striking is done, therefore we got the oil, etc., with less price from China than the other place where we buy, the EU, European Union. Isn't it? This example. In the same way, in our own personal life also, at the mind level, without losing the coolness or balance, striking the balance, but consciously knowing that, oh, my mind, because of me not being aware, is entertaining more worldly thoughts, doing more and more worldly plannings, executing the worldly activities. Oh, this is called as Maya. Oh, this is called as Moha. Oh, for this, my inadvertence is this much cost, 70%. The place in which I am there is the 30% cost. So, therefore, let me be quite calm, balanced. Then what I have to do? First and foremost, consciously lift the mind from that field of worldly thinking to the spiritual thinking. Then details in that. In the spiritual thinking, the Tattva Jnana understanding aspect. How much I have now, how much more I have to have. For that, how much of the class I have to attend, book I have to study. Isn't it? Then Mananam, how much I have to do. To achieve it, what's the position of my physical body's energy, the mind's energy and stamina, and the intellect's patience and subtlety? So, how they are gained? You know? Some of them are gained with the healthy food but less quantity, physical level के चीजें. Some of them are done through the practices of japa, dharana, adi. Some of them or many of them are through the upasana, the puja, the prarthana. Continuously selecting one Ishtadeva, do upasana for 1 year every day with prayers to him with sankalpa that let my Vyaktitva be very steady to be spiritual. इस संकल्प से डेली करते जाओ. We can see in years time that blessings will come whereafter our mana will be steadily knows awareably consciously that spirituality is our goal, and it plans also and it involves in it also. So in this way we have to know that in my being semi-conscious or unconscious, the mind is the one which is taking the reins and ruling my life and ruining my life also. It should not be the way. I have to become about the movement of my mind every moment and see to it that my thoughts, my understandings, my convictions, my emotions, my justifications, all of them should be shifted from being worldly to spiritual. Knowing this, when we little by little conquer doing the things, then a day will come wherein every moment our involvement with our personality is only spiritual. That's the meaning of Vedanta Vakyeshu Sadaramanta. That's the meaning of Amekam Sharadam Raja. That's the meaning of Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. That's the meaning of Manmana Bhava Madbhakto. That's the meaning of Mayeva Manadatsva Mayi Buddhim Niveshaya. That's the meaning of Kenapi Upayena Manaha Krishne Niveshayet. That's the meaning of Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari Swatavyaha Kirtitavyaha Deya Pujyascha Nityada. That's the meaning of Isha Idagam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat. Where what our rishis, gurus have said to us through the Upanishads, the Shruti Purana is this only. My mind, where is it going? With the mind, where I am going. Hmm? My mind going worldly wise, I am going with the mind worldly. So my mind is consciously brought into spirituality. I am traveling with the mind, I am spiritual. And throughout the day, I am spiritual. My mind has to be spiritual. My activities have to be spiritual. Spiritual means this. And nowhere there should be any sentimental, emotional, what do you call that, justification or compromise, nor a feeling that I am spiritual but doing nothing. Like, many Vedantins think they are Vedantin, but not even one Upanishad they studied thoroughly. Many bhaktas think that they are bhaktas, but they don't have even decided who is their Ishta Devata, nor they know any Upasana, nor any Bhajan Kirtan. Like we all say, I am Indian, but we are the corrupt fellows who waste all the resources of India. The thing is, I say I am Indian. We say I am Sanatan Dharmi. But what we have known about Sanatan Dharma, what seva we are doing it. कुछ कहने के वास्ते बहुत सारे हम होते हैं. I am the head of this family. What is the head? What are you doing? You don't even understand the people, nor love them, nor call them for a meeting, nor discuss what's required to be changed at home for its improvement, all types. Financial status, emotional status, bondage. काय का head of the family सिर्फ कहने से होता है क्या? I am the prime minister of the nation. कहने से नहीं होता. I am president of the nation. What are you doing? That's important. I am MLA or minister or I am MP or a municipal councillor. Or I am principal of this college. I am physics lecturer. अरे भाई, these are identities to fulfill the duties, not just for saying so. So too, I am spiritual is not a mere name. It's an identity with which so many duties are endowed. We have to know them and do them. So I am a spiritual seeker. My whole day should be spiritual. Day is lived with the mind. Our mind has to be spiritual. Spiritual means these thoughts, these goals, these plannings, these actual executions. Do you understand? So this is how we have to become a thinker. We have to become a knower. Then we have to become a planner. Then we have to become a doer. Then only we are the achievers. Think about it. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavaihi, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Namo Brahma Dibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन मध्ये वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. Friends, the last mantra chanting, last mantra study, then the whole chapter's chanting we will do to mark the conclusion of this fourth chapter and to make the August beginning of the fifth chapter. In the last two mantras of this Chaturthodhyaya, there the recognition of the presence of the infinitely powerful Ishvara and recognition of the need of His grace, therefore recognition of need of the prayers and the way to pray and the thing for which we have to pray. These things we are very beautifully guided in. So, in the earlier mantra number 21, the picture was very clear. The glory of the Lord known, and where do we stand, that is known. and our prayer to Him to propitiate, and then asking from Him what we want. Ajata ittevam. That's the glory of the Lord. Kaschit bhiruhu prapadyate. So telling about our position. Rudrayate dakshinam mukham. Praising the Lord. Tena mambahi nityam. Praying to the Lord. And through the repeated study of these things, we have to grasp what is said in it, and we have to own what we have grasped, and we have to do what we have owned. Many times, owning and doing in these two places we become inadvertent. That's why the guidance received from the elders, the gurus, and the shastra studied, all of that becomes ineffective for us. है ना? कोई चीज कब यूजफुल होता है? तब जब उसको आप यूज करते हो. नहीं करो तो कैसा होगा वो? So we generally don't use the knowledge because the owning of it, practice of it, there our mind tells us कि जान लिया ना अब काफी है, अब दुनियादारी में इन्वॉल्व हो जाओ. Like I know importance of राम भक्त, but करो ना, नहीं करते. I know importance of Vedic chanting. Yes, I know it's so beautiful, but we don't do. And if you know it, you do it now. See the funny paradox. Those who know, they themselves don't do. Then how you can expect the ones who don't know they do? Like सुबह उठकर meditation करो, and we don't do. And how can you expect it from your children who never know? हमको पता है शास्त्र कितने महान है, हम खुद ही डेली नहीं पढ़ते हैं. अब जिसको इसका महिमा नहीं पता, how can we convince them or how can we tell them? Isn't it? ये होता है माया, थोड़ा बच के रहना. Now the last mantra also, O Lord, don't destroy, don't weaken us, strengthen us, make us alive, so that we do our duties to serve the world, to serve you, and to reach. That sort of tuning is there in it. And these mantras, prayers, can be explained in tens of angles, in so many ways. If each one of them is taken up, we shall be very, very lengthy. So the literal meaning, the main thought. Right? Chant the mantra. Manastoke tanaye mana ayushi mano goshu mano ashveshu ririsha वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीः हविष्मन्तः सदमित्वा हवामहे. Chanting is done. Okay. In this, now through the Bhashya, let us very clearly, precisely, shortly, sweetly understand. So, Mana iti, this mantra I am commenting. Bhagavan Adi Shankara says and tells us to be alert. Just listen. So, I am explaining this mantra. Then, what is it? Ma ririsha iti sarvatra sambadhyate. So, that ririsha is the word, it is the end of the sentence. Ma is the word in the beginning and in between. So, with everything, this ma ririsha you have to add. So, tonaye, toke ma ririsha, tanaye ma ririsha, ashveshu ma ririsha, goshu ma ririsha. Like that we have to add. तो उनके तनये आयुषी गोशु अश्वेशु, 5 चीजें बताए ना. सो विथ ऑल दिस 5 मा एंड रीरिशा यू ऐड. ठीक है. व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ मा? मा मीन्स अवॉइडिंग, अवॉइडेंस. मत करो, डोंट डू इट. ओ लॉर्ड प्लीज डोंट डू. मा मीन्स डोंट डू, मत करो, मना करना. सो क्या मत करो? व्हाट वी आर टेलिंग द लॉर्ड नॉट टू डू? रीरिशा. O Lord, ma ririsha means don't do ririsha. What is ririsha? Reshanam. What is reshanam? Nasha. So simple. So ma ririsha. Reshanam maranam. Maranam means vinasham. Therefore, reshanam makarshi Maranam Makarshihi, Vinasham Makarshi. Therefore, don't destroy, as simple as that in English. Don't destroy these things. Okay? And always remember the three types of destructions are: one destruction is really destroying it, second destruction is not using it, third destruction is worst of all misusing it. तीनों को हम डिस्ट्रक्शन कह सकते हैं, है कि नहीं? जैसे आपके घर में कुर्सी है, डिस्ट्रक्शन इज यू हैव जस्ट ब्रोकन इट and then burnt it, destroyed, actual practical destruction. Second is what? Not at all used. That is also destruction. फिर क्या फायदा उसका वहां रहकर? Third is misusing it. Like in parliament, they use the chair वगैरह to hit each other. That's why nowadays they are fixed. है ना? The other day you saw yesterday कल का ना मजा आया. You know that opposition का जो भी leader था, he was telling something and third he was hitting. That parliament speaker, he was seeking the attention. Ultimately he got it. भैया ये पूरे पार्लियामेंट की संपत्ति है, आप उसको तोड़ो मत. Everybody started laughing. He was eating. See, that was a good. So I'm telling the example of how by misusing a chair also it is destroyed. So here every one of them, Toka, Tanaya, Ayushi, Goshu, Ashveshu, all of them don't destroy means don't destroy them completely by destroying them or killing them. Also, don't destroy them by being not useful, and also don't destroy them by totally misused or abused or destructively used. इसको हम इस तरह से समझे. And who are the ones whom we are praying, oh Lord, don't destroy one by one? Ki naha asmakam toke. Toke means putre. So may my children are not destroyed. Therefore, children are not destroyed means तबीयत खराब हो गया, मर गए. That is one destruction. Second one, कि they are not at all useful to me in whatever the work I am doing. That is also destruction. Third one is what? Absolutely, they are of full bad negative habits. That because of them, all the hard-earned money also getting wasted, and the defame also is happening, and the complaint from the people are coming, and the life has become hell. Maybe destruction. है कि नहीं? There are some youngsters because of which the parents suffer so much. They are notorious so much. Isn't it? Terrible it is. Like all these terrorists. कितना शौक वो लोग उनके पेरेंट्स को देते हैं साथ में. When the people know that these are the parents of that terrorist, or these are the parents of that gunda, or that god don whatever, or these are the parents of that fellow who has done the murder or the other crime or any of these financial scam or घोटाला, कितना बुरा होता है. See the destruction to those parents. है ना? The biggest sufferer when somebody is into crimes, criminality and negativities, scams is their family. और वो लोग भी बेशरम है तो नो यू कांट हेल्प इट. नहीं ना? You have seen all those scams of late 80s, early 90s, the Mehtas and Telgis. ये सब आपने देखा. How much were the families suffering because of that humiliation and all? है ना? कोई किसी के आदमी या हस्बैंड हो या फिर पुत्र कोई बार बार कोर्ट जा रहा है, उसके समन्स है, then he is put in jail for few days, interrogated, beaten, second degree, third degree. What an insult. लोग ना ये भी मन में नहीं रखते कि because of me, my own family, all of them are destroyed. So I have to be disciplined. So here, let my children be not destroyed means all that. So that depends half in your hands, how you are bringing them up, half in his hands and prarabdha, etc. So you do your best at least. In spite of your doing best, if they are destructive, no, you can't help, etc., etc. Like that, so many things are in this to discuss. I just give an idea with all the discussion once done, not every time. Just to decide to do our best to bring them up and to pray to the Lord. Panastoke. Next generation. Tanaye. Tanaye means what? Putre. Tanaye means pautre. The grandchildren. Next generation. Includes in my clan any number of generations come. All of them should not be destroyed in all these three ways. Therefore, the great Vamsha Parampara it should be. Carrying the great legacy of all the orthodoxy of rules, regulations, sampradaya, samskriti, and spirituality. And a decent, dignified, spiritual oriented, patriotic, sticking to Swadharma, that type of life may my children have, my grandchildren have. बिकॉज देखते देखते मैं ये नहीं देख सकता कि दे मेरे आंखों के सामने ही डिस्ट्रॉयड है हो गया मानस के अस्माकम के पुत्रे तनये पौत्रे मा रीरिषः oh Lord please don't destroy them means even if they are going in that path please bless somehow or the other that they are brought into right path because you are Ishvara. Like in the earlier mantra it was said Ajata Ityevam, you are the all powerful one. So you can do it. Isn't it? How many parents are this way praying that my children should not be destroyed? And how many are praying, कुछ भी हो जाए, my children should become rich? कुछ भी हो जाए is wrong sentence. You cannot say that. You have to say that they have to be protected. That's the first thing. And to in protection, one has to be dharmic only, one has to be hardworking only, one cannot be adharmic, one cannot be lazy. That is the right way of prayer. कुछ भी हो जाए मेरे बेटा करोड़पति बन जाए नहीं होता वो बेवकूफ है वो कुछ भी हो जाए मतलब he'll become a गुंडा only because you prayed. See that protection किस तरह का protection? Don't ask the protection that let my son do all crimes but he should not be caught by the police. This is wrong. बहुत लोग ऐसे करते हैं ना हर तरह का गुंडागर्दी स्कैम करे ये लेकिन पकड़ में ना आए और द ट्रू पेरेंट्स कहते हैं उसको ऐसा नौबत आना ही नहीं चाहिए. And there are some wise parents the other day you saw they vehemently said the parents yes this my son has done this crime he deserves hanging I have no objection. पिताजी ने कह दिया उस समय आपने देखा ना ये पुत्र ने क्राइम किया जो बियॉन्ड द बर्दाश्त की कैपेसिटी unbearable he has done that crime so he deserves oh let the capital punishment be. In this way the clarity in prayers putre tanaye pautre then na ayushi ayushi means in my own lifespan that I live long seeing my children grandchildren doing well in their spirituality in their contribution to the world. In this way only I have to see my children, grandchildren. Not that they are economically growing at the cost of spirituality and at the cost of the country, at the cost of the other things. You know, because shortcut में बहुत पैसा कमाना है तो बहुत सारे घोटाले करने पड़ते हैं. Then only you will earn it. But that will have powerful consequences. See, yesterday we saw how many narakas were described in that Skanda Purana we saw. तो उसमें जाना पड़ेगा उसको. So therefore, let him grow spiritually, let him be a contribution to the world. That is what the real growth of a son. ऐसे पूछना चाहिए. So too, na ayushi means my own lifespan. I should also live protected, long life. With my inner spiritual growth and outside, my presence should spread so much of love, so much of unity, so much of energy, so much of inspiration, So much of hard work. ऐसा होना चाहिए. Like whenever we remember Puja Gurudeva or Bhagavan Adishan, don't we get inspired seeing their performance that we also have to perform for the world, for the dharma? क्या क्या मेहनत किया उन लोगों ने, बाप रे. My children should be like that. I must be like that. Oh Lord, protect us. That's the meaning. So, आयुषी यहाँ तक हमने देखा. Then मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु means शरीरेषु. All the other living stock which help me, let them also be not destroyed. Isn't it? My horses or cows. First of all, I have to give them proper khana. मैं ही fodder scam करूँ तो कैसा? I have to give them good food, love them, take care of them. है ना? देखो कुछ भी हम जिससे मदद लेते हैं और जो भी हमारे साथ हम रखते हैं, we have all the duty to have the concern for them. If you have wife and children, duty of having concern for them. तबीयत कैसा है, क्या है, पूछना है. If you have servants helping you, you must ask them. If you have a dog taking care, you must be in touch with it too. If you have cows and buffaloes and all, you must visit them, see how they are and all. If you have a company, you have to go. नहीं तो don't own anything. Don't relate. बस सन्यासी बनो. He is no responsible for anything. Grosser. अगर कुछ भी associated हो, तो you have to inquire and find their well-being. That's the meaning here. Goshu Ashveshu. Sharirishu. So, how many are done? Immediately children, immediately grandchildren, immediately myself, then my other living property like that of horses and cows, etc. Not only that, the other living beings. Who are they? Ye cha asmakam viraha vikramantaha. Who are they? Viraha vikramanta bhrutyaha. All the viraha powerful, vikrantaha valorous. Who are they? Bhrutyaha. All who are assisting me, serving me. Now, this is most important thought. I'll just pause for a minute and explain to it, which we have done so many times earlier, and you are also well versed in all these things. है ना? देखो बड़ा बिल्डिंग जब बना तो good that the engineers, contractors, the planners, we appreciate them. But then actually the gross work done by those भृत्यास, है ना, जिन्होंने ईंट पत्थर वगैरह उठाया, जिन्होंने दिन रात मेहनत करके की है, they are called भृत्या. The actual hands and legs, those who practically do. Isn't it like a beautiful temple has come up? Great, the committee has come forward. They planned, a lot of devotees gave money. अच्छी बात है. But actually किया कौन? Physically. In the same way, one big important thing. Listen carefully. 15 years पहले, in how many fields India was absolutely lagging behind. Whether it is production of rice and supplying it to the world, whether it is the automobile industry, the IT industry, कुछ भी कहो, हम तो the third class पाकिस्तान से भी पीछे थे. You know that in so many things 15 years, 20 years back. For the major part of our past few years, maybe up to even 2010, 12, 14 tak, 10, 12 tak, so many things are lagging behind. But now you see, in the last 15 years, 20 years, go to any part of our India, what a tremendous amount of all sorts of growth. You are all moving more than me. मैं तो कभी जाता नहीं, मेरे को बहुत कम है पता, है ना? The railway stations made, the metros made, the buildings made, the malls that have come up, the shopping complexes that have come up, the entertainment things that have come, even the food grains or the food items, that means the restaurants, etc. Millions of them. Isn't it the cloth industry, the other domestic utilization industries? कितने सारे क्या productivity? How many countries now in the world are depending on our country? The amount of supplies which we do to the world now is enormous with such a less quality and great quality. And mind you, remember, with feeding the 140 crores which are who are there in our own country, 140 crore is equal to 140 other countries. The many countries which don't have even 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 population, 50,000. We can adopt like children only. You know what is that country? The African nation which has lost all the jobs because of these tariffs. उसको कह सकते हैं आजा बेटा गुड़गांव में बैठ जाओ. The whole country can come and settle in Gurgaon. 144 crores we are feeding them every day thrice and supplying to the whole world. How many hands and legs and minds, intellects are working behind? Isn't it? Everywhere, the amount of the BrahMos missiles we have. You know, India is the only country where we have the ability to shoot the nuclear weapons from the sky, from the waters, and also from the earth. सिर्फ अपना ही देश है और कोई नहीं है. I'm saying is what Bhrutyaha. You know, if the ISRO has launched the other day with NASA, how many people worked behind? I to really feel so humble and salute to all of them. Millions Indians that are working because of which things are so easily available. आज कोई चीज किल्लत ही नहीं है. Anything you want, you are getting in market. Who is conceiving the idea? Who has started the factory? Who is actually physically working there? Bhritya, isn't it? Don't go by only the people who come in the limelight and get the pictures, etc. पीछे बहुत मेहनत कर. See this Rishi here reminding us of that responsibility of praying to the Lord also for Bhritya. And that Bhritya is a word used by Shankara. But Rishi to Viran, they are the valorous, powerful people. They are named as Veera. Like nowadays our government is recognizing such people and giving Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, etc. Real heroes, the unsung heroes, the heroes behind the curtain, real heroes. इनफैक्ट इवन फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में भी आप देखो, ठीक है हीरो का अपना टैलेंट अलग है, यू कैन नॉट अंडर एस्टिमेट देम, दे आर ग्रेट. और उनके पीछे द स्क्रिप्ट राइटर, द डायलॉग राइटर्स, द प्रोड्यूसर, द डायरेक्टर्स, सबसे लोग जिनका कभी भी आदर नहीं होता वो है टेक्नीशियंस. Without them, all these shootings and editing and all to make the cinema presentable, without them कहाँ होगा बताओ? But nobody cares them. And the other laborers की स्टूडियो में इधर से उधर उठाओ, उधर से इधर रखो, इतना काम करते हैं बेचारे, बाप रे बाप. एवरीवेयर अगर आप घर में शादी भी हुई है तो who has made the tent and all, who has removed it, इतने सारे हैं, ये वीर लोग होते हैं. Recognize them. If those grassroots workers are loved, they are supported, if they are taken care, country will never lack the human resources. And in the country in which human resources are properly tapped, they never suffer poverty. ये दिखा इधर ना कि अस्माकं वीराः विक्रामन्तः भृत्याः. Even them also. Tan, hey Rudra, O Lord Rudra, O Parameshwara, Bhamitaha means Kroditaha, becoming angry, Tat Mavadihi, please don't kill them, don't destroy them. Like in the Tulsi Ramayana, then Brahmana Devata prayed to Rudra only, Ujjain Mahakaleshwar, to bless this Kagabhusundi who was Shudra in that yoni, in that Janma. Because of his prayer only, the Shiva became kind, then he gave so many blessings. Here also, Bhamitaha, Kroditaha, Mavadihi. Don't destroy these my servants. उनके लिए separate prayer कहा. पहले तो तोके तने आयुषी घोषु अश्वेशु, then वीरान रुद्र भामितो मावदी. Becoming angry because Rudra becomes angry, he is watching everyone. So don't destroy them. And as we said yesterday, very lightly, that these prayers are done by them, keeping all of them in front, so that they know that they are taken care in spite of their irregularity in discipline by the grace of the Lord, prayed by the head of the family or the guru in the ashram or boss in the company. So then again, don't destroy my servants by becoming angry means Vritti means Vritya. They lack their so many inner maturities. Therefore, they deserve punishment. Oh Lord, give them more chance, give them long rope. Make every one of them mature. That's the meaning of don't destroy them. And the problem in the world, देखो, like in Indian again system, जब तक लोग बेवकूफ बुद्धू रहते हैं, then they don't grow. India up to 1990s. The moment they become intelligent, they start cheating others. अब देखो प्रॉब्लम है ना. जब तक बुद्धू बेवकूफ थे, they never grew. When they started educated, started becoming, all knowers of so many things, they do घोटाला now. Then they deserve punishment from the totality. तो लॉर्ड क्रोध से उनका नाश करो इज इक्वल टू उनका नाश का जो कारण है पाप, may it not happen through them. That means what simple. May the whole world become pure in their hearts so that they don't commit any crime. That's the only thing. There is nothing other than purity of heart and intentions which can protect an individual, thereby protect the total. When the heart is impure, you destroy yourself. You destroy the people around you depending on your power. See the pure heart of our Prime Minister. So the country is growing in every aspect. Now see that heart of that American fellow. He is going to destroy his own nation. We'll see next 3.5 years. Because of the rough and tough erratic thinkings and policies he is making. First thing you'll have to agree is other countries also are growing. When you are intelligent, others are buddhu, so you are in supreme power. But you cannot command others to be buddhu all the time, no? Others also grow, they also become intelligent. So अभी साथ में grow करना चाहिए. You cannot feel jealous and you say, I only want to be always supreme. Then you are a dictator then. No dictator survived for long. है ना? He destroyed along with him his own country only. That's the impurity of heart. Isn't it? वो इतना रेस्टलेस ही हैज गॉट ए आग बबूला कहते हैं ना नीचे आग लगाया हुआ इतना तड़प रहा है वो. यू ऑल नो द रीजन है ना. यू वांट टू स्टॉप रशिया यूक्रेन वार तो नहीं रुक रहा है वो. नो यू वांट ही ट्राइड थ्रू नेटो वो खत्म हो गया अभी. दे आर नॉट सपोर्टिंग देयरफॉर यू वांट टू वीकन द रशिया हु इज अ बिग सपोर्टर इंडिया. देयरफॉर इंडिया को सप्रेस करो. अरे all these are impurities. There should never be impurity anywhere in the heart. That's the only way everybody. Impurity and laziness. They are the two things which destroy. So in this way, you can see the exhaustive explanation in these prayers, of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% we have seen. It can be much, much more elaborated. Topic is like that. In the Shuddha Vedanta, there is no freedom to discuss because the truth is it is as it is. You cannot improve upon it or you cannot talk so much about it. But when such topics come, there are a lot of possibilities to understand it, different levels of maturity. So why should I not punish you? Why should I not destroy you? What are you doing? Two things. That's what we were discussing. Kasmat, क्यों मैं डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं करूं? रुद्रा is asking. Answer is yasmat because havishmantaha means havisha yuktaha with all the oblations, things of gift in our hands. Yuktaha, havisha yuktaha, Sadam it tva havamahe. Sadamitva havamahe ko sadam it tva havamahe. Havamahe means worship. Tva means tva, tumko. It means through these samidas. Sada means sadaiva. So sadaiva rakshanartham ahvayamaha ityartha. We always invoke you, pray to you, worship you, asking you to protect us. Okay, so the two things are what? All the time remember, whatever our boss tells us to do, we have to do it, and we have to keep on praising him, praying him, and giving him the gifts. These are the two things which keep the boss in good humor, good thoughts for us. Then instead of destroying us, he only supports us. The boss is Ishvara. So, one, we will do our duties. Second, with all these oblations, etc., we do worship to you by invoking you with all respect, reverence, gratitude. Respect, reverence, gratitude. See that? It is everywhere. अल्टीमेटली तो भगवान और गुरु के साथ ऐसा होना है. इवन अदर रिलेशंस, एज आई वाज सेइंग यू, our prime minister, he invites all छोटे छोटे country के भी prime ministers, छोटे छोटे, and he also goes to small countries. So it's not all of that is coming to the help now when big countries are trying to threaten us. है कि नहीं? अब छोटे छोटे कंट्रीज को साथ में लेके चलो, मजा रहेगा. We will never have any problem. Whole Africa is waiting now. 53 countries support them. वेस्ट यूरोप तो उनको केयर ही नहीं करते. अब करो तो हो जाए. तो इन जनरल, पर्टिकुलरली बड़े लोग भी, ईश्वरा, I am doing the duties given. Ishvara, with the Havish in the hands, I am inviting you and worshipping. So, what is therefore the lesson taught to us by the Rishi here? There is all powerful Lord who is facilitating us with all the abilities. For the three purposes of one, serving the world, two, worship Him, three, reach. Do it. Do the duties given. Then, with gratitudes, respect, reverence, keep worshipping Him. That's an art of life, a part of life. जो हमसे बड़े होते हैं ना, जिनके कारण हम हैं, उनको कृतज्ञता से प्रणाम नमस्कार करना, it is a part and art of life. My parents, my gurus. It's a necessary thing to maintain that rapport, to keep on getting those subtler helps and powers. And the final goal is to reach Him only, which is the theme of the Upanishad. So, O Lord, every day without any hesitation we worship you. Every day we do our duty also as worship to you. So, therefore, don't become angry and destroy my servants. Don't become angry and destroy me, my horses, my cows, my children, as well as my grandchildren. See that prayer? How wonderful and how essential it is. And just because I study Vedanta, I say Ham Brahmasmi. It's all correct. Who says not? That is what we say. That's our goal. But at the Upadhi level, at the outer Vyavahara level, we being part of the total, we must be very good and pure in the heart, along with being intelligent and smart. Pure and good is more important than the intelligence, then finally the smartness. The smartness without purity makes us cheat, and in turn, we only get cheated. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं जीना. इम्प्योर लाइफ, इम्प्योर थॉट्स को फाइनली वंस फॉर ऑल फेंक दो अपनी जिंदगी से. Purity of thoughts and intentions, nobility of the activities, these are all have to be made a habit. That's the, you understand? I tell you one thing. The government's policies very intelligently so much. They are bringing the reforms. Therefore, the country is doing well. We see all that. But it's some outer. Hai. Inner is something. What is inner? The hundreds and thousands of great spiritual giants in our country, in every state in their own respective language, continually positively feeding the hearts and minds and intellects of the people, because of which the people are pure, hardworking, devoted to the Lord, devoted to the country, and afraid of adharma. Because of these things, the country is growing. Silently, this way, the maintenance of the purity, dignity, integrity, spirituality, जो संत महात्मा लोग कर रहे हैं ना, in fact, the whole our Indian government's ministry, main the five people, whatever they are good, if you they say that's because contributors of contribution of the great Mahatmas only. ये सब सत्संग कर करके ही सुधर गए. In the same way, anybody you say take in the country, whoever are doing well, behind them there is a hand and a blessing of one or the other spiritual Mahatma. Some of them are directly learning, many are through the books. I know how many the Krishna is inspiring through Gita, how many the Vivekananda is inspiring through his own writings, how many people are inspired by the other great saints. Whole Maharashtra is inspired by that one Chhatrapati Shivaji and his patriotism. Isn't it? The whole devotion cult is there inspired by the Tukarams. Isn't it? अब देखो भाई कितने संत महात्मा of the past and present are behind the glory of Bharat Mata. It's always there. Even now it is. Our own Puja Gurudev. How many millions people he has touched the heart? कितने लोगों को उन्होंने सही मार्ग में रखा. So don't forget their contribution also. So here we are praying to the Shiva to take care of ourselves and things beings around, so that we are noble, we are on the right path, a righteous path towards the ultimate truth. थैंक यू बेटा भैया. तो इसका एक आध और बात होगा तो देखेंगे, नहीं तो हवामहे सदा एव रक्षणार्थम आह्वयाम इत्यर्थः. Always for us, our protection, we invite you, we worship you. And then, as I said, this mantra has such a temptation, such a opportunity given to talk hundreds of things. One thing I say and conclude, time is done. One, to your own house, to your own company, to your own whatever the organization you are running. Once in a while, invite a great Mahatma. Let him give them the sermons on honesty, on purity, on values, on integration, on selflessness, on hard work, etc., along with some spiritual thoughts. In the same way, in all these things, Vishnu said, in your house or factory or company or nation, very frequently do one or the other spiritual activity of कोई उपासना करो, पूजा करो, पाठ कराओ, भजन संध्या कराओ, या जगराता, some or the other divine intervention or invocation, and the invocation of the guidance from the Mahatma, ये हमेशा रखना. That maintains that dignity, that aura, that protection. And that stupid idea that in my company there are some Christians, Muslims are there, they object it. You don't doubt them. ऐसे नहीं होते सारे. You decide, you do it. और नहीं तो उनको दिन छुट्टी दे दो, निकाल दो उनको नौकरी से. For some stupid fellows' sake, why you become so secular unnecessarily? Absolutely worst thing we do it. And because of one of that article also, that Hindu scripture should not be taught in the school college. Worst of the article. अब उस पे अटैक होगा अभी अगले साल. In the next session, that will be taken up to discuss. I'm just telling you, such a beautiful Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, developed by the rishis for thousands of years of hard work. Why are you not giving it to the people? And thank God, our Indian rishis, Mahatmas, going to the foreign lands and they are spreading this, and how many people are embracing Sanatana Dharma. Thank God. And in this way, next 50 years, we'll see at least 10 countries declaring themselves to be Hindu countries. करेंगे अभी इतने सारे बिकॉज ऑफ द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द ग्लोरी ऑफ द धर्म. आप देखा ना 2-3 कंट्री ऑलरेडी डिस्क्लेयर कर रहे हैं. आई एम जस्ट एक्सपेंडिंग द सब्जेक्ट ओनली टू से दिस कि हियर हवा महे जो शब्द यूज किया ना, आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग दैट. आह्वायामी आह्वयामहा मीन्स वी इनवाइट. तो इनवाइट द लॉर्ड थ्रू ऑल द उपासना, इनवाइट द महात्मास एंड आस्क देम टू गाइड. बढ़िया रहता. एवरी स्कूल every week at least, if not at least week monthly, every class should be addressed by a Hindu spiritual Mahatma. Bas. We are a Hindu country. I stick to that only. Make it a rule. And those Mahatmas with their Tapashakti, when they look into the eyes of all children with their parental love and all, like that in what is the messenger of the divine, the Lord, when they give them metta, country first. You are not. Dharma first, adharma not. Purity first, materialism not. Spirituality first, samsara not. When he tells, that gets deeply rooted in the children. They become the great patriotic contributors wherever they are. आगे नहीं करना चाहिए ना. ये अहवा महे उपनिषद का ये टीचिंग है. ओ लॉर्ड, वी इनवाइट यू, वी वर्शिप यू. प्लीज डोंट बिकम एंग्री, डोंट डिस्ट्रॉय अस. That's the main thing. Thank you, friends. इति श्रीमद् गोविंद भगवत पूज्य पाद शिष्य परमंश परिव्राजकाचार्य श्रीमद् शंकर भगवत पाद प्रणीते श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद भाष्य चतुर्थोध्यायः. Fourth chapter we are done. Krishna Vasudeva. How many mantras? 22. We will spare it for tomorrow. कल वो पाठ करके ये चैप्टर को चौथा वाला 5वां चैप्टर स्टार्ट करते हैं. राइट. और we take 4 minutes. No, time नहीं है, कल ही करेंगे. Let us follow what the Lord says. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Parabrahmane Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namaha. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Friends, join some Gita discussion.